Hello, folks. Well, the Endtimewatchman, he does his channel on YouTube, and from time to time you'll get somebody a bit disagreeable, and they disagree and stuff, and you think, well, this bloke, he's sort of analysing what's going on, and then he's making videos what he's trying to wake people up and help them, really. That's what I sort of understand, really. And okay, you might not agree with everything he says or does or believes in, but I was just a little bit, I don't know, I think if people get off their rear end and they're actually prepared to go and do stuff and help people, then they deserve a bit of respect. As I say, you might not agree with him, but I just thought I had to make a video, really, just to say that people, they poo-poo some of the ideas, and they say, oh, conspiracy theories and all this sort of stuff, and yet for some reason they can't learn from history, because at the moment in America they're trying to ban a lot of the guns. Now, excuse me, but there was that lot called the National Socialists. It's actually called the National Socialist Workers' Party. I think it's something like that anyway. I might not quite got it right, but it was abbreviated to Nazis. Now, they introduced gun laws. That's right. Now, I tend to have the view that anything that the Nazis was for, I'm against. Okay, because if they was for it, and I don't know, I just got this idea they weren't to sort of people you'd really like living down your street, or goose stepping down your street, whatever. But if they was for it, I tend to think, a little bit questionable, and you see a lot of the same things happening again. And there's people like Endtimewatchman who goes, oi, I think there's something going on here. And as I say, mate, you might not agree that he's got everything right, or he might say, here, you should prepare this, or you ought to get whatever, and you might say, yeah, I would if I had some money, mate. but at least if we was all a little bit more, allegedly we're living in a democracy, so if allegedly the people what we vote for represent us, now I know I'm getting a bit, I'm getting a little bit, yeah, you know what I mean here, yeah, but let's assume, let's be a bit naive here, and let's assume that the people we vote for represent us, because this is what they tell us anyway. And let's supposing that a democracy is where the government represents the people, and the government actually is there to help us, right? Not help itself and its corporate cronies, okay? It's there to help us. Now, I know, as I say, I'm stretching a point here, but assuming that's the case, there was, now I think it was Plato, I might be wrong on this, look it up, there was he said that people, if people don't take an interest in politics, they'll be ruled by their inferiors. And what you tend to find is that most ordinary people, they just, all they want to do is have a pretty much nice family, roof over your head, grub in your belly. That's it, really. As long as you're happy, reasonably so. You don't don't matter much, does it? You don't think, oh well, that politics stuff, I can't be arsed with all that. A bunch of yeah, okay. So we tend to just ignore it, don't we? And they keep wiggling in all these rules, regulations, and all these things and stuff, but they tend not to seem to apply them. Yeah. Or when they do apply them, it's only to one or two people, so most people ain't affected by it. So it's sort of, yeah, it's all what's the football scores, what's on telly, that's more important, isn't it? And there's the people, I'm straying, this is a babbly ramble, this one, but there's people that say, oh yeah, but governments can't organise anything, they're incompetent. We got the incompetent conspiracy theory coming up. Hold on, folks. But they say, oh yeah, well they can't run. As one of my old bosses used to say, he said they couldn't run a bath. Anyway, and you think about it, it's funny, isn't it? They can use all this surveillance kit to watch to see if some parents are in the right catchment area for sending their kids to the particular school what they're trying to get them into. They can use all the anti-terror laws to monitor these people. Oh dear, terrible. They want their kids to go to a good school. Oh, what a sin. Quick, use the anti-terror laws to see if they're in the right catchment area. Yeah. Funny how all these camera systems and all that works, isn't it? But when allegedly a plane flies into the Pentagon by people who allegedly are pretty crap at flying, if they can fly at all, yeah, all them cameras, suddenly all we can get is a few frames of a little bit of an explosion, and that's it. It's amazing, that, isn't it? It's sort of, you've got a mega competence on monitoring people who might have put too much rubbish in their rubbish bins, or might have put their rubbish bin out on the wrong day. Oh yeah, I mean, they're very competent at monitoring all that and sorting all that out. They're really good at doing that. Brilliant at doing that. Yeah, but they can only capture a few frames of an explosion in the side of the Pentagon. It's funny, this, isn't it? It's this sort of so if the people that question Endtimewatchman or a bit disagreeable towards him, I think they should start asking a few questions, not pointing fingers at him and having a criticise of him. I think they ought to actually criticise the people that are supposed to be representing them. The political top, the people up the top are supposed to be there for our benefit. Yeah, can't get using a bit of humour there, but they do a lot better. Rather than having a go at somebody like Endtime, as I say, maybe he hasn't got everything right, but folks, and he might not agree, he might look at my channel and go, yeah, he might not agree with stuff I do, I'll talk about, but at least you have to get off your rear end and do something, instead of criticising ordinary folks who are just, as I say, maybe we haven't got all the right information, maybe we are sort of adding 2 and 2 and making 5, maybe some of it is incompetence, who knows, we don't know, but it's up to the people, instead of criticising the people that are saying something don't smell quite right, for those people to do a bit of investigation and find out. And they might find actually that Endtime is more right than they think. Because it's funny. Anyway, I've got cheers for now.